So your headlights just not working and looking like they once did, eh? That's okay, because today I'm going to teach you guys how to fix them for good and take your headlights looking from this to this. Now, y'all are going to need a few things to get this job done. Some 400 grit sandpaper, 1000 and 2000 grit sandpaper. I'll go over what each of these are doing as we move along in the process. We need some Sylvania surface activator, a little bit of clarifying compound, and last but not least, a UV block clear coat. Super important step here. And a little H2O. First thing you're going to want to do is take some painter's tape and tape off all the edges surrounding the headlight, because we're going to do some sanding here, and the last thing you want to do is scratch your paint. So let's get to that. A little insider pro tip, just joking, you could always do this. Pop the old bonnet. Now you got a whole heck of a lot less taping to do. It's time to get to work now. We're going to start applying this surface activator. We're going to let this sit on the lens for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to rinse it off with that water that we have. This is just going to help get some of that harder stuff that the pre-cleaning didn't get. It's been 30 seconds. So we're going to take some more water and rinse this off now. I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's turning a little bit yellow, which is good. Get some of that other harder gunk off the lens before we start sanding. Let's just make this easier for us, eh? On to the sanding part. We're going to take our 400 grit sandpaper and we're going to do a wet sand here. So we're going to wet the headlight and we're going to wet the sandpaper. And I want to preface that the sanding portion of this whole process might be the most important. If you don't spend the time and sand properly, the end results are going to be reflected upon that. So let's get this wet, get our sandpaper wet. And a lot of people will tell you to go in a circular motion. Nah, not so fast. I think what we're going to do is a crosshatch. So we're going to do the 400 sandpaper in a horizontal motion. And then when we get to the 1000, we're going to go in a vertical. The crosshatch just make things a little bit more smooth. I feel like you get a little bit more coverage and it just works better. Now you want to sand for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Again, if you cut this short, it's going to be reflected in the end result. So let's go. Okay, our 5 minutes of sanding is up. We use a medium pressure on the lens. We didn't press hard. We didn't lightly press. And we're going to now rinse it off and dry it off, because we're looking for a couple of things. Let's see how this looks. Now that we have the headlight completely dried, we want to look for a couple of things. There's no clear spots on here. There's a uniform haze along the entire headlight, except for in the corner right there. We'll have to sand that. There's no yellowing, and again, it's nice and smooth. 400 grit sandpaper did its job. On to step 2. Onto our 1000 grit sandpaper, and it's the same thing as the 400 grit sandpaper, except for one difference. We're going to go in a vertical motion. We're going to crosshatch this time. That we're going to get better coverage than if you were doing in a circular motion. It's a wet sand again for 5 minutes. Same thing, medium pressure applied to the headlight. And here we go. That's 4 minutes. And just like the 400 grit sandpaper, I'm going to rinse this off and dry it again, because I want to track and kind of see my progress to make sure everything is looking okay so far. Now that the headlight's dried after the 1000 grit, I can see the sanding marks are now vertical as opposed to horizontal, so that cross hatching is doing its job, which is great. And there's a good universal haze throughout the entire lens. It's looking fantastic so far. Let us repeat this broken record, except we're on to the 2000 grit sandpaper now. It's going to be a wet sand again, except we're going to use a much firmer pressure this time than medium pressure for the last sanding. And we're going to go back to the horizontal movement like we did in step 1 with the 400 grit sandpaper. 5 minutes, you know how it goes. The sanding portion of this job is now done. That was fun, eh? We're going to rinse this off real quick. We're running out of light. Looks like a storm is coming, so I'm going to have to expedite this a little bit, but let's rinse this off before we move on to the next step. Off to the next step, we're going to apply our clarifying compound. We're going to put a decent amount on this white paper towel. About that much, eh? We're going to wet the lens. And guess what we're going to do for 5 minutes? We're going to rub this into the lens in a circular motion this time for 5 minutes. Our clarifying compound is done. We're going to rinse this thoroughly, and then we're going to dry it off. And I have to say, it is imperative that you get off any residual clarifying compound before you move on. And we ditched the towels, and we're going to go to a microfiber towel and just dry this off. You're going to see a little white haze. That's normal. Don't worry just yet. We're going to go back to the surface activator, the stuff we used in the beginning, and we're going to apply it again, let it sit for 30 seconds, and then we're going to rinse it off. This is going to help get the residual clarifying compound off the lens so we can go to our final step. Our 30 seconds is up, so we're going to rinse the surface activator off of the lens. Again, let's just get this done. This is much better. Completely rinse this off like that. At this point, we're going to remove all the tape that we have on here, and we're going to dry this thoroughly, and I mean thoroughly. Let's remove this painter's tape first. Move on to the final step. That was almost too easy, eh? Back to our microfiber towel. And the whole area surrounding the light, you just want to make sure it's completely dry. I know what you're all thinking, all that work for this, it's not so great. That's all right. We have one more step to go, the UV block clear coat, if you can see that. This is such an important step, and this is where you're going to see the magic happen. We're running out of light here quickly, so we're going to now do the clear coat, and we're going to soak this rag pretty heavily in this, and we're going to move in one continuous motion from the top, overlapping slightly, never reapplying over the same spot. It's one continuous motion all the way through. This is going to clear this up. You're going to see an instant change, and it's going to protect it from future oxidation, so you won't have to do your lights for, God bless, who knows, a few 20 years or so. So like I said, we're going to put a fair amount on this rag, and you can reapply more if you need to. Let's get a little bit more here. There we go. And one continuous motion all the way across. I mean, you could just, that difference is nuts. We're going to apply just a little bit more. Oh, that's a lot. That's good. I like that. Touch up any spots we may have missed. And there you have it. Now, maybe you all forgot what we started with, and what we ended up with is an incredible difference. This is going to take 4 to 6 hours to cure, so make sure you avoid any rain or going through the car wash. After that, you're good to go. Thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, post them below. You know I'll always happily answer. Check out some of the videos on my channel. This is what we do. We teach, we help, at least we try. I am Aaron. This is Vigilante Motors. Until next time.